I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Stream, I have opportunity to even play this week because this week is such a short, weird week for me scheduling. However, it looks like next week, at least if my wife's work schedule doesn't change again, next week will be like a full week where I'll be working 6 straight days instead of only 4, which means we'll get back on track, especially with progress in games and the like. But I just want to get you guys up to speed on everything that happened earlier. So basically, we had a really good podcast. It went really well. Good topics discussed. Talking a little bit about LTG and his insane, unhinged, over-the-top comments that he wants $10,000 to appear on my show, which is never going to happen. He's nuts. And I try to reason, explain that people on the internet like hype content. It would actually pay if the hype content took place, but they're going to pay after the fact or while it's happening. They're not going to pay up front for content. You know what I'm saying? No one's going to pay this man insane amounts of money to appear. They want him to be part of something awesome, and then they'll reward him, you know, with contributions in his content, you know, on his streams and such. But anyway, he doesn't seem to get it. Anyway, I talked about that on the podcast. Things were going well, actually. Like, no lie, momentum was good. And then I started playing Black Myth Wukong, and as I'm playing it, I start to notice the entire stream is going south. And what I mean by that is I'm in Chapter 3, and everyone's telling me I'm near the end of Chapter 3. But it's just going on, and it's the same boring-ass snow forest. It's just the same repetitive shit hour after hour. I'm like, when the fuck does this end? This is the longest chapter. Just for some perspective here. Are you ready for this? So my Black Myth Wukong playthrough ends at 20 parts, because I'm not going to play it anymore, because the game fucking sucks at this point. I've been in Chapter 3 of this game. The same fucking bullshit snow location. Are you ready for this? I'm going to go all the way back. Look at this. All the way back. All the way back. I'm going to see when I actually went into Chapter 3 for the first time. Where the hell is it? I've been in Chapter 3 10 or 11 hours. Okay? 10 or 11 hours. My playthrough, up to now, 20 parts, was 23 hours. So literally half of my playthrough has been the same fucking level. It's too fucking long. It's insanely long. It's boring as fuck. It's too much. The pacing is atrocious, and I just keep fighting the same enemies. Even the mini-bosses are rehashes of enemies you've already fought. So it's hilarious because I would say the first chapter was a good intro. The second chapter was a good taste of this is how things should be paced. Good variety of enemies. Chapter 3, the entire game fucking falls off. Like, no lie. It's just off the edge of a cliff, down a ravine, boring as dirt. And here I am. I'm playing Chapter 3. I'm trying to finish it. Really, I'm trying to get through it. And more people keep leaving the stream. More people saying they're bored. The chat, like, was freezing. And I'm like, is people not talking? Yeah, they're just bored. Like, people have nothing to say. They're so effing bored that they just don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that they didn't care, they were so bored, is a pretty bad sign, is it not? And so what ended up happening was, the streak ended. That's right, as you can see, there's no more streak. The streak ended because people were so bored with the game. And I got to the final boss, and I'm trying to beat him. The final boss, I'm not kidding you, takes an hour. The final boss of stage 3. Because you fight him once, and I died. Okay, let me start over. I fight him again. I beat the first phase. Oh, there's a second phase, but it's a completely different boss fight in another location. So you get through that. Oh, wait, now you go back. You got to go through this mini dungeon. Then you're at the third phase boss, and now you got to fight him again, and he's another half an hour. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? What did they do? And essentially what happens is in Chapter 3 of Black Myth Wukong, you realize this is the first attempt at a game dev to make a good game. They had a couple ideas that were kind of hybrid ideas they bit off of FromSoft. The combat at first is decent. But now that you hit Chapter 3, you realize you've hit the limitations of what this game's going to be. And talking with people in chat, they confirmed. They're like, yeah, people who got past that part, Chapter 4 is more of the same. It's like a dark cave with a bunch of spiders, and it's the same shit over and over for hours on end. It's so boring. I'm like, dude, I'm not playing this anymore. Seriously, like that. I'm not doing it to myself anymore. It's not fun. Like, it was fun, and now it's just not fun anymore. The last 2 times I played this game, I felt like it was shitty. So I just don't care about it anymore. I want to play other games that are going to be more fun. We've got the MVC collection coming up. That's going to be amazing. We can continue with Astrobot. We got Street Fighter 6. We can play other stuff. There's things I've skipped. Today was Space Marine 2. I skipped it, right? So maybe I can do stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I can do some different things. There's another game, too. That horror game, Frank Stone or whatever. And people were like, are we ever going to play it? And I was like, I want to play it, but I haven't gotten around to it. You know, I've been too busy. So maybe something like that, you know? So anyway, it sucks because I honestly feel like we had great momentum. Literally, Black Myth Wukong killed the fucking momentum of the King Streak because it was so boring. No one wanted to stick around to watch me play it. Even though I was trying my best and I was persevering and I was making progress, everyone was like, dude, it's not fun. Damn. I invested I was like 23, 24 hours into the game just for it to end now because the game falls off. I mean, that's just terrible. So, yeah, I think I'm done with it, really. And it sucks because, of course, what happens, right? What happens? Immediately, my fucking detractors are all over it. Right now, they are mass downvoting the videos that just went live on my channel. Seriously, like insane amounts of downvotes. They're leaving negative comments. They're on Twitter rejoicing. The streak ended. The streak ended. The King Streak is over. They're dancing. They're dancing in this like this. They're waving their arms above their heads like noodles. They're so excited because the King Streak ended because Black Myth Wukong fell off in Chapter 3, right? And it's like, wow. Well, I guess, you know, there's not much I can do. I can put out entertaining streams as much as I can. I had a great audience for the podcast. People were digging it. But then I play this fucking game, and this game is fucking shit in Chapter 3. I mean, I can't make it good. People couldn't stand it, so they left, right? So, yeah, it is what it is. It ended, you know? But here's the thing, all right? Here's the truth about everything. I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm not going to accept, oh, this is defeat for the king. Oh, this is it. The King Streak is over, so now we just throw in the towel. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to keep going. Tonight, we're going to play Street Fighter 6 for a couple of hours. We're going to have fun with Honda, bringing him back. I haven't used him in a while. In fact, I realized I'd used this frame for Dalzim, Bison, and Blanca so far, but we hadn't got Honda back into the rotation. So now he's back in, and now we can get some nice animations with Honda and Street Fighter tonight as I play Street Fighter with you guys live, and we try to rank them up and do well in Master. We'll see how it goes. But right now, guys, if you can support the stream tonight, by all means, please do. Right now, a comeback would be amazing. Can you imagine? They're celebrating right now. My detractors are literally celebrating. They're going crazy about this because they think we've got Phil. It didn't even last a month, right? If tonight the streak resumes, it'll be reset. I'm not going to lie about it. It'll be reset. If it resumes tonight, this would be the ultimate fuck you to my trolls because then they would realize it really was the game. It had nothing to do with fucking people not wanting to support. They just couldn't stick around. They were too bored with the fucking game. And they, you know what I mean? So tonight, if you really want to basically flip the lid on this thing, flip it back on these assholes who, I'm not even kidding you, I wish I was joking about it. They're sitting there right now, so my videos are going live, right, of Black Myth Wukong, and the podcast is currently processing, okay? What the hell just happened? Oh, I didn't go back to page 1. Here we go. And I'm not even kidding you. So Black Myth Wukong, you know, people are just starting to watch it. It has like 100 views, has a few likes. It already has something like 20, 30 dislikes. Yeah. They're going to, they're basically just going to it in droves. There's tons of, you know, they're trying to, oh, let's get some negative comments on the video and shit. And it's funny because a lot of them aren't showing up because they're so dumb. They don't realize that if they go to the comment and they leave an offensive comment that YouTube holds it. Even though I have it as open comments, YouTube still holds it. So I have all these comments I have to approve tonight because YouTube's been holding them all. But anyway, yeah, the absolute best way tonight to basically flip this back would be enjoy the stream tonight, hang out with me, give it a like. First of all, engagement with tonight's stream. Let's get a bunch of likes on the stream. If you're here and you're ready to see some awesome master level Street Fighter 6, please give the stream a like and please support the stream tonight. Let, you know, the tipping, let's do it, right? Let's do it. Let's get the streak back, all right? And already I'm getting to the question, are you still going to do Feasting with the King? The streak ended. The whole point was when we do every 50, I was going to do a Feasting with the King. It ended. You don't do the celebration when the thing that causes the celebration stopped. It didn't take place, right? So it is what it is. But definitely, if we get it back tonight, that would start momentum again. How about this? All right. How about this? I will say this. If tonight, all right, if tonight we do hit the goal and we continue hitting the goals every stream for the rest of the week, I will still do Feasting with the King on Saturday. All right. But only if it resumes. If we get a stream here where, again, if we don't hit it, then forget it. Then then it's not legit. But you could argue, all right, it was a one blip because the game was bad and people were so bored, right? But if it happens again tonight, if we don't hit it tonight, then we're not going to do it on Saturday, all right? So, FYI, that's the one time thing. I will do this one exception. I will do this exception, but we'll see what happens. So, thank you in advance to anyone who contributes. Let's do some shout-outs. We start off with number 1, T Gravy Z fan with a... Everyone, Darkside Phil here. The only Detractor channel that I watch is Duty Streams.